dans une base militaire secrète, une expérience a ouvert une porte interdimensionnelle. Les créatures qui en sortent ne se montrant pas vraiment amicales, c'est à vous de leur refermer la porte au nez. Schlack. Sous ses apparences de Quake, Half-Life est aussi un jeu d'aventure dans lequel il faudra résoudre des puzzles et se battre contre la montre. Connaissant le savoir-faire de Sierra, on peut s'attendre à d'autres surprises.
Depois de 12 meses à espera, finalmente chegou ao tempo um dos jogos mais falados do ano. O seu nome é Half-Life e vem de uma pequena software house chamada Valve e vem com a promessa de revolucionar o mundo dos videojogos. Será que está à altura das expectativas criadas? Podem ter a certeza que sim. No jogo, somos um cientista que participa numa experiência que não irá correr nada bem. Em poucos segundos, a base onde se desenrola esse teste fica irreconhecível e cheia de seres pouco amigáveis. Como é óbvio, todos os cientistas e forças da ordem ou morreram ou estão prestes a ter um fim bastante desagradável. Para variar, pertencemos a um reduzido grupo de sobreviventes e vamos fazer tudo por tudo para tentar sair vivos desta situação algo incómoda. Acreditem em nós quando dizemos que esta pérola da Valve é realmente um in-your-face completamente diferente. Para começar, e ao contrário dos outros jogos do género, o argumento é muito bom, não ficando atrás de muitos filmes de terror que por aí se fazem. Conforme o jogo se vai desenrolando, podem contar com grandes surpresas, as quais não iremos revelar para não vos tirar o prazer da descoberta. Outra novidade é a introdução de muitos personagens com os quais podemos interagir. Se quisermos ultrapassar certas situações, temos de pedir ajuda a cientistas sobreviventes ou então convencer certos elementos das forças de segurança a acompanhar-nos na nossa epopeia. Estes últimos são uma ajuda preciosa, visto terem uma pontaria prodigiosa. Graficamente, o jogo é de cair para o lado. Claro que uma Voodoo 2 e um Pentium 2 ajudam muito e abaixo disso, Half-Life corre sérios riscos de se arrastar em vez de correr. Os monstros são do mais detalhado que já vimos e a sua animação é quase real. O detalhe dos cenários é excepcional, para não dizer perfeito. A nível sonoro, não há críticas a apontar. Também não poderíamos deixar de falar na opção multiplayer, aqui presente em toda a sua glória. Graças a ela, a nossa conta telefónica é um susto e as horas na net tiveram um grande aumento. Half-Life é um jogo brilhante que aumenta drasticamente a fasquia da qualidade dos in-your-faces. Fica no templo com 99%.
Ihr Abenteuer in Half-Life beginnt bei einem Dimensionstor. Gerade wurde das erste Alien auf die Erde gebeamt. Alles ist friedlich. Das Inferno bricht erst später los. Sie erforschen Felskammern mit futuristischen Bauten, bunte Lichtstrahlen in allen Farben leuchten die Wände aus. High-Color-Modus sei Dank. Die Forschungsstation ist zerstört. In dem Büro steht Wasser, Teile der Umgebung sind radioaktiv verseucht. Aus dem unscheinbaren Loch im Boden stemmt sich eine mächtige Krake empor. Ein mächtiger, stählerner Mech-Roboter mit metallisch glänzender Oberfläche tanzt im Takt der Pistolenkugeln. Transparenzeffekte im feuchten Nass. Die bösartigen Wasserungeheuer schwimmen erst nach längerem Dauerbeschuss über den Jordan. Auf dem frisch gewischten Flur rutschen sie aus und brechen mit Karacho durch das Glasdach. Unten wartet schon ein Rudel Aliens auf ein Opfer. Oder liegt ihnen ein Hinterhalt, um sich mit Schmackes auf sie zu stürzen. Bevor die Alienhunde wild werden, beschnuppern die intergalaktischen Köder sich und wachsen noch ein Stückchen. Erst dann lassen sie zum Halali und greifen an. Es kommt zu wilden Schlammschlachten in der Kanalisation der Forschungsstation. Sie können sich ducken und ihre Gegner unter der matschigen Oberfläche erledigen. Sie können ausweichen, so viel sie wollen. Aber irgendwann erwischt es sie doch.
Floors you can add graphics to them as you play, so we can put bullet holes on them, spray paint on them, have blood spray on them, scorch marks, burn marks, whatever. Anything you do can affect the world. One of those sequences, you come up on this wet floor and you slide around on it and fall through this like atrium, through glass, and it breaks and just glass shatters and rains down.
We've sort of made a lot of effort to make the sounds as realistic as we can. You'll hear the grunts are they're hiding in this warehouse, and you're completely outnumbered. There's no way you can really win. And you'll hear them talking to each other on the radios. They'll sort of do things like throw grenades at you, which will bounce around, and when they're shooting at you, as they inevitably do, you'll hear gun sounds that change very subtly.
If you were to store all the vertices and all of the different frames of animation, you'd end up eating like half a megabyte of memory and only have a few seconds worth of animation. But if you store all the bone information, just how all the bones twist and stretch, it ends up being a couple hundred bytes per frame. That way we can get 30, 40 seconds worth of animation per monster. I can take the same animation, the same motion, as you see with the bones, and put a different skin on top of it. Change the heads, change the textures, change out any body part, put a gun on the hand in a shooting gallery. Going in and having a virtual squad with you to help you clean out the monsters, things you save, scientists to help you work equipment. Finally, it's not just you alone in the game, it's you with lots of other characters. Interacting in a almost a little virtual movie.
The scripted sequences allow us to tell a story without taking you out of the game, and every time you play, you'll find different events happening. Things will happen with a completely different flow. Every time you go into a new situation in the game, it can unfold in a completely different way. A lot of people look for this kind of spontaneity of gameplay on the internet, and they play Quake Deathmatch, they play with other people, for the feeling that anything can happen.
You are from the Anomalous Materials Lab. Yes, I recognize you.
If you've waited your whole life for Half-Life, then get a life. Well, get Half-Life.
Life. Don't talk to me about life.
I'm here at the Sierra party in San Francisco, and I'm with Gabe Newell, who's the managing director from Valve. He's going to talk to me about Half-Life.
It starts off, you're a research scientist working in a lab. You don't have any weapons, there's nobody attacking you. You're just going in for a day at work.
Okay.
At the beginning of the game, you think that everything's your fault, that these aliens who are invading the base are coming in because you've screwed up in your experiment.
Yeah.
But as you go through the game, you start to find out that everything you thought at the beginning of the game is wrong. All the people who are helping you get through the game, all the people who are opening doors for you, giving you access, building you weapons, all those people are being killed by these human people that you thought were on your side.
Right.
But you get over to the alien world and you discover that there are all these aliens who are actually on your side, and now you're really confused. There are a lot of twists and a lot of turns in a story that we think people will find pretty engaging.
You got to figure everything out by yourself. You're on your own, pretty much.
Sometimes there'll be people who tell you very specifically what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
And at other points in the game, you just have to explore and find out what makes sense.
What does the title refer to? What does Half-Life mean?
There are a lot of connotations for it.
Yeah.
Half life, half dead. The lambda symbol that we use, which is used in the physicist calculations about what half-life is, also were used by hobos in the 1920s to indicate places that were too dangerous for hobos to go.
Oh, wow.
It's also the Japanese symbol for enter. And all of those meanings sort of made us really interested in using half-life.
We brought together a kind of diverse collection of talent. Chuck Jones from Duke Nukem, you can really see the lineage from Duke Nukem in this game. A lot of the character designs are the same. He uses a lot of really great colors, yet detail is just amazing. He taught me a lot about making characters for games.
What's your favorite creature in the game, Ted?
I think my favorite creature in Half-Life is Big Mama.
Describe Big Mama for us.
Okay. Big Mama is kind of this big symmetrical crab-like thing with a huge egg sac underneath it that kind of swings back and forth. It's really kind of disgusting, but it's great to see people come in and look at Big Mama, and suddenly they're just entranced by this big swinging sack underneath. I don't know what it is. It's kind of obscene.
Is there going to be a Quake killer out there? And who's going to be the first to do it?
Quake killer. I've heard that phrase a lot in the last year and a half or two, and I don't think Quake needs to be killed. I think Quake is a great game for what it is, and I think Quake revolutionized gaming. I don't think we need to kill Quake. I think we need to learn from it, and we need to see it, take it as a stepping stone, really.
Very cool. I think you just made a lifelong friend with John Carmack there.
Half-Life est un mélange de Quake-like et de Resident Evil, où horreur, action et aventure se conjuguent parfaitement. Les protagonistes que vous rencontrerez adopteront donc tous un comportement qui dépendra de la situation, et vous serez parfois surpris de voir des personnages vous aider. Si. Ce jeu rafraîchissant nous changera en tout cas du « je tire sur tout ce qui bouge ».
Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, I better wait here and help anyone else who comes by.
If I were a braver man, I would run for the surface. But I'm afraid if the world finds out what we were doing here, Gordon... Well, please, just don't make me come with you.
Well, it does seem there is something to chaos theory after all, yes? I hear something.
Okay, why not? Didn't want to die alone anyway. Open fire! Okay, I'll secure this area.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system. Here's your run. The second two may take a bit of practice. You want to jump, and while you're in midair, hold down your crouch key. Watch me, and then try it yourself.
So you get to watch her do stuff. So she's running down, jumping through the course. And that's my turn.
They did some very, very clever things with scripted sequences and events that were triggered to go off just as you would enter a specific area. And you know, amazingly, this was really preempting stuff that other games promised that they would be doing next year. And Half-Life came along and did it, you know, a year early.
You just get sucked right into a world, and it's when that world goes horribly awry that you realize you're in for just a roller coaster ride.
Many of them are cursing Valve's name as a result of what they've actually achieved in this game, because it raised the bar so significantly higher than anything else before it.
The graphics are amazing, and they kind of draw you into this believable world and immerse the player into it, and it's amazing. I mean, we gave it an 11 out of 10.